Hey guys, how's it going? Master Bucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Masters FC Creator Club Career Mode in FIFA 20. We are pretty much a little over 1 week away from a brand new year, 2022, a brand new transfer window, and we are going to be making moves in this episode. Hopefully, a few nice pre-contract signings. I might go ahead and grab one now, and maybe another one I might get your input in. But as you can see, Everton away is the first game that we're going to be playing today. Sheffield United away is the other, and then we've also got Arsenal, you guessed it, also away. Unbelievable little run that we've got there. I failed to mention it too, by the way, in the previous episode, but if you watched it, you know that we made it to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and that this is quite honestly the best chance we have had of winning an actual genuine title for the first time in ages. We beat Stoke City 3-1, and look at all the other teams that are left. Brighton, Bristol City, and Manchester United. All I had to do was get either Brighton or Bristol City, and maybe there was a shot of me making a final, but no, we went and we had to get Manchester United in the semi-finals, so we may potentially play the first leg against them today, if not now, then later, but of all teams, really, a 33% chance. Unbelievable, but we'll play the first game against Sheffield. Unbelievable. But we'll play the first game against Everton today. Before we do, though, I need to let you all know of something kind of special that I am trying to get going that involves you guys. You know that we've been talking about these chants for quite a while, yeah? For Masters FC, I've been asking you to create Masters FC chants, and I've been picking out some of my favorites. Well, I think it's time that we took some of these chants and made them a reality. In the description below, I have a link to an unlisted YouTube video that is a selection of some of the best Masters FC chants that I have found. Pretty much a chant along or a sing along or whatever of me chanting some of my favorite chants. And I'm just going to apologize in advance. Yes, I sound fucking dreadful. But believe me, when hopefully all of us are chanting it together, we might sound quite decent. Yes, because what I all want you to do is to get that video up, record yourself on either your phone, or if you've actually got a proper microphone, you can do it that way. But what I want you all to do is to chant along with the video. Record yourself doing it and send me the audio files to this email. What I'm going to do is get all of you guys, or at least all of you that submit a audio file, all of you that submit a chant, I'm going to synchronize up all of us singing all the chants together, and I'm going to create these chants of literally all of you that watch this series. We're all going to have our voices as one big chant, and I'm going to put our chants into the game. All I ask, if you are going to submit a file, please try to chant everything all in one file. It'll help me out massively. Everything's already going to be synced up. You know, if you press record when I tell you to in the video to press record, it'll make things a lot easier. But yeah, that is what I'm going for. It's going to take me a shitload of time, especially depending on how many people and how many of you record yourself. But yeah, that is something I want to try to do for this career mode. I want to get you all involved on a level that I have never seen anyone else try, never done anything like this before. We'll see how it goes. If you're interested, once again, submit those audio files to this email. And yeah, hopefully you should have your voice as part of all of us in one big chant, and it's going to be sick. But with that now out of the way, it's time to move on to the first game of the day. Goodison Park away, Everton. They're up there. They're one of the teams that are right with us at the moment in 7th, 8th, 9th position. They're right there with us. So if we drop points against them, or if they beat us, they gain ground on us, and maybe we'll come closing in on potentially overtaking us, which we want to try to avoid as much as possible. It's a night foggy game here in Goodison Park, so that'll make things quite interesting. Intriguing weather that we have for it. I think we've had a relatively successful start, it's got to be said, to our season, but I definitely think it could have been a little bit better, and also at the same time a lot worse. It wasn't the greatest of starts, but we've really now strung together some great results. 4-4-2 formation for Everton. They've got Matuidi in their team. Calvert-Lewin and Moise Kean up top. That's okay, not bad. And it is Calvert-Lewin that's got it kicked off, and here we go for another big game in the Premier League. Oh my God, we nearly picked it off and got started immediately. Tavares is pushed up a bit here, so he will not be able to stop the cross from Calvert-Lewin. Dest. Oh, you are kidding me with that, right? And the deflect. I'm almost fucking finished pressing the clearance button. I genuinely am now, because It literally will go. The clearance button is effectively headed straight to the opposition button. It could not be any more fucking perfect. And the deflection, I am bewildered by how much this game can fuck you over. I'm never pressing the clearance button again. Fuck it. I'm just not. I'm just going to try to head it away myself. That game, it just feels like the game's decided, nah, you're going to concede. Especially with that deflection. Fucking hell. In the middle. Could try it with McGree, although that's a late one. Oh my god, it was still on target. Wow, Pickford had to stop it. Oh, hello. Ball roll is gorgeous! Hunter on his left foot ties it up. Unbelievable now. Hunter, the ball roll, fake shot, brilliant. Oh, absolutely brilliant. With a defender on him too. Still gets it off so brilliantly as well. Like, honestly, this man, he had a great start in his first game, getting a hat-trick. Then he took ages to grab his next couple of goals. Ever since then, he's been flying. That is Hunter's 16th goal for the Premier League season. He is now the leading goal scorer in the Prem. Picked off. Might have a chance still. Referee! Unreal. Oh my god. They don't want us. They don't want us to win. That fucking deflection and the clearance that went straight to the feet of the only Evertonian fucking there. I'm impressed I didn't blow my fucking lid after conceding that goal. Then getting denied the counter-attack, which looked quite promising. Fucking hell. I've been surprisingly uncharacteristically calm, I think, considering some of the shit that's happened in this game. I am fucking... Tell you what, I genuinely was trying to switch to, I think, Riley McGree about 2 or 3 times there. Would not switch. Then I finally take hold of one of my centre-backs, and I swear I was trying to run to cut him off. I was containing. I think it was almost containing, like, the wrong guy, because I swear I get dragged away here with yeah. Oh, there it fucking is. I'm holding down A to contain. Instead of containing Matuidi, it goes to contain the guy that passed the fucking ball. So it actually drags him away and creates even more of a gap. I don't know. Okay, sometimes I feel like the game just doesn't want me to win. But on this occasion, I feel like I've been put into a situation where the game is just beyond the game's coding or limitation of the fucking actual game itself for it to know and recognize who I'm supposed to be trying to mark. I feel really fucking aggrieved by both goals I've conceded so far today. I really cannot lie as we can't slip in Adelaide. Cross back stick there. Nuno Tavares and then Adelaide. Oh my goodness, to Hunter. Trying the moves. I can't when it's literally just him, although that is picked off by Davies. And then look at the left-hand side. Ball up over the top. Won't get over the top. Switches to McGree at the super fucking last second. Hunter. Now, come on. I am actually getting really fucking pissed off now with some of the shit that's happening in this game. Might still be able to potentially work out for me here. I need a cutting ball up the middle. And oh my god. Wrong foot. Wrong fucking foot. And it's been saved at the last second. Oh my god. My god, could this game have gone so much fucking differently. I like the first goal, that's probably the only thing I can really look back on and say, wow, that's some fucking bullshit. Everything else is just, I don't know. I really don't know. I would hope for one thing out of the game and I'd get something else. Like I'd want to contain X player, instead it contains Y player, and I get dragged out and concede. Like it's just, I don't know. I didn't really get anything from the fucking game. I did not at all today, sadly. We retain our 7th spot. It's just that Everton and Wolves now have gained 3 points on us, and just like that, we are now, 3 points ourselves away from 10th. So, Leicester City now are in the mix to potentially jump us if we slip. I don't know, man. It's a good thing I came into this game with a reasonably fresh and positive attitude. I mean, the positive attitude is going to very quickly evaporate if that keeps happening. But I don't know. I felt like I played okay and I just got served up with some shit. Some of it is just bad on EA's part, bad coding, bad bullshit, but the rest of it's just kind of unfortunate and unlucky. This game against Sheffield United away, though, we're simming, and a draw, 0-0, and an injury. Riley McGree, out for how long? 3 days. Not bad. It's not the worst, definitely not the worst injury. In fact, you don't want ever to get an injury, but that's probably the best amount of time that you could be out for with an injury. Still means he's most likely going to miss the game coming up against Arsenal, though. That is definitely a disappointment because, boy, this is a game I really want to try to play well in. That is for sure. Especially after that draw against Sheffield United. I now have 2 or if not 3 teams hot on my bloody heels here trying to take my spot in 7th place. Will we make any major changes to the squad? Well, apart from one, not really. Some players didn't do enough. We need to look at the team. We do need to look at the team. We need to figure out how we fill McGree's position, but it's very obvious Ntcham's going straight in. And the last time we faced Arsenal, oh, don't remind me, they won 2-1 in the last fucking seconds after we missed a chance up the other end. Keepers now, I swear to God, in the 90th minute, 1-on-1, they turn into fucking demigods out of nowhere. I know that we bumped up goalkeeper ability from 50 to 55, and that seems to have done fucking just absolute wonders. We will not make the same mistake again, hopefully. I have also got so many starting 11 players gassed. That's why you see changes like Oakley, Booth, and Ntcham going in. Brown's at left wing starting today. Tavares is going to play at right back, and I have Jamal Lewis playing at left back. And Sweeney, of course, is going to go in too. So big changes for this game against Arsenal. Almost makes me think, shit, I wish I almost simmed with the second team instead of playing my first team for that Sheffield United game. And if I'd simmed with the second team, I'm almost definitely getting a loss. So maybe at the end of the day, it's whatever. But we're definitely going to have a tough one with a lot of our main players out and even those starting 11 players that are in quite gassed. We had a foggy game at Everton, and now we've got the snow coming down for this one at Emirates Stadium against Arsenal. We are now over the halfway mark in the Premier League. 20 games have been played. We're in a pretty damn good position. I doubt we're getting relegated. As a matter of fact, hopefully we'll pretty much get over 40 points by the end of January. Arsenal's starting 11 looks familiar. The only one big difference being Tyson centre attack in midfield with the captain's armband as well. That is, I know Arsenal have their problems with captains, but I would not have expected him to have the armband. Quite bizarre. It's quite, it is odd, I must say. But either way, we are underway. Fucking shit, right? You're fucking shit, Brown. You're putting the ball behind Hunter like that. Now look at us. Look at the position that we are in because of you. Lewis makes the... Wow, that is lucky. I thought that was going to stay in. Fucking hell. Oh my God. Could not cut off. I was right on him, and yet I still wasn't able to make one interception, one block. Couldn't cut off that ball, and I'm thinking, Degenek, yeah, we're right there. He's still, and I thought I was going to do enough to stop the cutback from Williams. I thought it was right there. Somehow it still gets through to him. Not getting rewarded at all for marking my man there. It's almost like I wish I fucking didn't go to him. I just kept marking fucking Inaki Williams. Lucky there, Ntcham gets it through, and finally, we've got that equaliser. Davies to Hunter, who was actually able to hold it up there. I'm thinking he's going to get that ball he's going to get turned over in that position, but he somehow manages to hold onto it there, Hunter, and what a hit there by Ntcham too. He really had a tight angle, a sharp turn, and he's pulled it off. Filling in for the suspended, or should I say injured, Riley McGree, he scores in the first half to tie things back up again. And now Ntcham again's on it. How do we grab one more goal before the end of this half? We need to go quick though. You know the referees have been blowing that whistle really easily. The slide, I swear that's fucking touch. That is 100% touch Perisic's arm. I don't even want to fucking hear it. That is bullshit. The fake shot to try to get around him, and his arm on the ground blocks me from at least going around him and getting across him just to try to see if something happens. Fuck off, mate. Unreal. Come on. Tavares is going a long way, and then he stops. Why? Why would you stop? Mate, you ran all that way, and then right at the last second, you're like, you know what? Nah, I think I'm just going to stop. You would have been clean through. I can tell now that they're really throwing numbers up, which is good for me, I suppose, because it gives me opportunities to break on the counter-attack, but not good if all those extra bodies means they get the chance. João Mario, picked off there by Oakley Booth, but we're not really going to where we need to. At least we work it out that time. Out wider here. Brown, good sharp turn to go around, and then Hunter's going to get in. He has surely got to get this one, and he does! That is 2-1 to Masters FC. Another goal in the Prem for Hunter. Gotta give Marcus Brown some credit here today. He is really he's doing damage right now. He makes a great run that drags the defender away. Hunter 2 off the ball, makes the run he needs to, and gets the chance on his left with power, beats Leno. We're up in this contest. Jeez, I'm even taking off Tavares for Dest. Tavares is probably the better defender, but he's just running out of legs. Swear to God, if Dest ends up in a, like this, Jesus Christ, 50-50 battle where he has to go and grab the ball back. But my lord, is he doing a lot early on to try to get this ball. Unbelievable as we now clear it away. Plaza. Fuck, that's a bad turnover. That's a really bad turnover. It's a really bad turnover. Oh my God, in trying to... it's not in my nature to just whack the fucking cunt away when that's exactly what I should have done. Look at this horrific turnover, and then it is literally 3-on-3. And they did not take a single touch either. I was not going to be able to get Sweeney in the way to block that in time. And then, yeah, that position, even outside the box, with no one on him, I am not rating Travers on these sliders to fucking stop that. And look at that. 2-2. God, has it actually happened again? Arsenal have gotten another late goal. Maybe there's still a chance. Great ball over the top. Great ball over the top. Brown. Where's the fake shot, mate? Oh my God, where was the fucking fake shot? It's a corner. Who wants to be a hero? Good ball. Oh, it's going to be too close to the keeper. Leno's going to grab it. Unbelievable. And that's that then. Incham is the hero and then the villain. From fucking hero to zero. Turning it over. And the second they got it back, they were just boom, straight up the other end, and we had no time to get back ourselves. It was 1-on-1. And they just created the chance so quickly and so perfectly. Man, I just got to fucking whack the shit away, honestly. I was just hoping for one last break to really seal it, but no. I wasn't able to get it. Incham, thank you, but also at the same time, thanks for nothing. It's unbelievable that it has to happen again. The history is repeated, but whatever. We move on now into January and the brand new transfer window, by the way. A loan offer for Ashley Seal. Honestly, I'm just about ready to give up on him and let him go, now that we've got Plaza in. We enter the transfer window by being greeted with an offer from Valencia for Tom Davies. Wow, 33 mil. I don't know if I will entertain that for my captain. But monthly scouting updates, of course, with it being the new month. Germany we're starting off with. Again, all these potentials, all these guys have a max potential of 80, and the minimum potential is just whatever. But their max potential has to be over 80. The best overalls look like Max Ludwig, who has a great... potential range of 78 to 96, and the value is not bad either. Max Ludwig, definitely one I want to pick up there. Sigmund, who looks familiar, but the value isn't quite amazing. And Oliver Weiss, if that is how you say it, decent value, $500,000. We'll probably grab him too. Netherlands, we have got Hendricks, probably ain't all too great. We got Dijkstra there as well. The value is not great, even though the potential is awesome. And De Graaf, who we've just picked up, again, he's not amazing either. A lot of goalkeepers right now. And in England, again, overalls look pretty good. All these players, again, with the 80 max potential. Charles Cooper, 325 isn't bad. Ward's maybe not got the greatest value. Will Lewis looking okay, but again, another goalkeeper. And Harris, or Lewis Harris, with the lackluster value as well. Honestly, maybe Charles Cooper is the guy, but I don't exactly love his potential. Billy Ward, yeah, Will Lewis. Will Lewis probably looks like, you know, the best in terms of potential and overall, but he's another goalkeeper. At the end of the day, I am actually going to sign Will Lewis into the Youth Academy because my goalkeeper depth there isn't actually as great as what I thought. And there's also one other player, I think, in the Netherlands that actually wasn't quite bad either. Yeah, that's Justin Dijkstra. So with that max 96 potential, hell yeah, I'm going to go grab him too. Anyway, first game of the new year is going to be an FA Cup round of, at least a third round of the FA Cup. I'm probably, despite it being an away game, despite it being Watford, who are okay, I'm still doing it with the second team, you know. We have made the semis of one cup competition. If it's not the FA Cup, maybe I'll live. I don't know, but let's skip ahead and see if we can manage it. What do we get against Watford? With the second team, we still see it out. An injury is, oh my God, there are two. Davies is out for us, and they had Hollerbach go down injured. I swear, we've just lost McGree. He is back now to an extent, but not our captain. Please don't be a big one. It's only a 2-day injury. Wow, unbelievable. I've gotten 2 injuries today, and they've all been for collectively 5 days. That's amazing. I'm so lucky not to be getting any big ones like the one we had for Mark Travers a while ago. And Liverpool are interested in signing Tom Davies. Unbelievable that we had a $33 million offer for him and now a $14 million offer. Jesus, Liverpool, what a bunch of cheapskates. But no, I am going to reject them all, despite the fact I apparently could sell him for, did I see there was almost 100 million, but no. And Ashley Seal, yeah, I just want to let go of. It should also be mentioned too as well with the new month coming through that Ryan Sweeney, if you do remember, we sold him to LA Galaxy, I think, in the MLS for about 9.5 mil. And we ended up loaning in another centre-back, Djalo here, this Portuguese centre-back, as our new backup. He's higher rated than Sweeney. Yes, we don't own him outright, but at least he'll hopefully be a little bit more capable. Not that Sweeney was bad per se, but we just wanted to cash in on him while we could. So yeah, the team does look a little bit different, but aside from that, it's not really anything else. We literally only have a backup right back, left back, centre midfielder, right midfielder, 2 striker options, and then everyone else is on our bench. If need, we can loan or we can recall players that are on loan, but yeah, it's pretty nuts when you think that like 4 of the players in this team are loaned players. So without them, we literally only have like 4 reserves in the side. We do need to start working on the depth of this team. A few days now after this game against Watford, we play a game against Manchester United. This is away in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I have to play both legs because they're just huge. A chance to get to Wembley and play in a final. I mean, that would just be gigantic. After we finish this first leg too, by the way, we'll start looking at pre-contract signings. But for now, we'll focus on this game. Is Dest... Are you fucking shitting me? Why do I stick with Dest is a very interesting question because he's my best right back and I don't think he's doing particularly bad. He's in a rough patch. He must play to regain sharpness. I genuinely sometimes don't really understand these questions. Dest has been doing fine for me. And will the attitude of the players make a difference? Well, God knows, mate. Ask them. Not an idea. Not a fucking clue. Some of these questions are just fucking straight up like, what are you talking about? You're chatting shit. Sure, if it's an excuse to big up my boys though. Well, with the insane amount of games that we have just played in a row, obviously we're going to have some players that are still a bit tired. And I am making only one change though, despite Kent being a bit tired, Davies and Degenek are a bit down. I am playing Djalo in this game, a starting position at left centre back alongside Degenek for the still quite tired Papa Cisse. Yeah, so he's making his debut, starting for me in a semi-final against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. What a debut. What pressure. Throwing him into the fire straight away. Hopefully he's up for it. As we are too, going for the very first time, I think, to Old Trafford. This is a big occasion. I could have got a bunch of other teams. I could have got bloody Bristol City. I could have got Brighton. But instead, no, we had to play this game in the semis. If we got Manchester United in the final, I wouldn't have cared. But we just had to get them in the goddamn semi-finals, didn't we? Well, if we were ever going to win the Carabao Cup, whether it be in the semi-finals or the final itself, I felt we were always going to have to take down Manchester United. So we're just getting it out the way early. This is how I should see it. Sharp turn. I fully expected the pass. He's got me there. And then... that's what happens. That is the downside to having Sergiño Dest as my fullback. Because in a scenario like that, he is absolutely fucking... I don't know. Sometimes I feel like despite only being 5'9", he sometimes plays like a 5'11", almost God forbid, a 6-foot right back. But because he can handle himself sometimes if the mismatch isn't too bad. But Rashford on Dest is not a great outcome in any scenario when you're contesting a header at the back stick. So yeah, fuck, on that occasion it's come and killed us. Can't believe it. The reporters, they tried to warn me. Oh, I should have listened. Oh no, slid in to try to stop it. Dest then collects Rashford on a yellow card, and it might give me an excuse to take him out. Nice ball over the top. Touch from Kubo. Maybe too much though. Went for the dink, and he just put a little too much on that little kick to get away from the sliding defender. Bang. Huge. Tavares does not give a fuck, son. He is unreal. Ball scooped up over the top. Brought down Hunter. Tight angle and fingertips by that Spanish cunt David De Gea. Unbelievable. I am just not able right now. It's a good save. It barely fucking touched his hand. It's floating in the fucking air. Mate, that didn't even touch him. It hit his personal space and was deflected. Degenek wins the header and it goes over. You either hit it straight down and into the path of the keeper or high and fucking wide, mate. Make your mind up. Oh, Tavares, mate, you're standing still. I saw you off the ball. Oh my God, drag wide by Arturo Vidal. Oh, that is a ball to Fernandez. And then the cross at the back stick. And the volley from... Wow, if that goes in, I'm almost impressed. That is audacious. Tavares is up forward. I've crossed the ball a number of times and it hasn't really worked out, but this time, again, no power or not a strong amount of it, and it's straight at De Gea. We've had so many crosses that have found our targets, but again, it's just such a difficult task to try to head it past the keeper from some sort of a distance. I'm going to run out of space quickly here. Is that a free kick? No. Encham is fighting a long way with fucking Arturo Vidal, and Vidal stuck with him the whole way. Are we going to grab an equaliser? Not a chance. Oh, it won't even let me have a go. Not that it matters because the fucking thing was blocked anyway. 1-0 in the first leg, and we still have a second to play. We could not grab it. In the end, he's the guy that scores. The only reason that Manchester United have got a lead going into the second leg is because Dest just is too short. He's just too short. I need him to have a growth spurt, either that or maybe I do consider going for a slightly taller fullback. Oh look, Dest is very clearly a great fullback for me, but in that scenario, he does become a liability and something that maybe I need to look at. I don't know. Either way, we have got a few players that I have available on pre-contracts, one of which are some centre-backs. We have Ben White right here, who is available for about 30-odd, 40k, not bad. He's 6'1" though as a centre-back, but he's a bit like Degenek in the way that he's maybe not super tall, like Degenek 6'2". This guy is a little shorter, but he can play CDM and he's a bit more technical. Then you've got a Thilo Kehrer, who can play centre-back, right-back, 5-star weak foot, and if we look at the technical ability between Ben White and Kehrer, it's about the same, if not better. So I really like the look of this guy, and I do need to get another centre-back in, someone that I actually own outright, because right now I've only got 2 centre-backs that I actually own, and one that I've loaned in Djalo, who I didn't think was terrible against Manchester United. We've also got Nicolas Koza here, who, I won't be able to buy. I'll just be able to loan him in if I need. He's a bit of a cheaper option, but I feel like we have the cash, so I might go for him. There is also Nikola Milinkovic, but I think if you just look on paper, this bloke, yes, he's only 6'1", Milinkovic is 6'5" and a bit taller, but I reckon as a utility player, as a guy who's not just a great defender but also a very good player on ball, I think it's got to be Kehrer, and I think I might go for him. As a guy that can also play at right back, he might also potentially be a bit of an option for, or a bit of a solution to our problem with Sergiño Dest maybe. So for me, here's the one surefire, absolute surefire pre-contract signing I want to make. I'm going to get you guys to help me decide the second. It's going to be on me to set the wage, which I was nervous about happening. Apparently I could get him for like 50 to 70. That's what was according to my chief executive, but I don't want to take too big of a risk. So I'm probably just going to offer exactly what he's getting paid now. No bonuses or nothing. And hopefully that should be okay. As a crucial squad role, I imagine that 70 there's a chance it could almost be an understatement. No, it's a fair offer. There we go then. He becomes probably my most paid player now in the team. Now that we've got a centre-back in, I wanted to talk about another position. What position we should go for to sign a new player. We've got Luis Maximiano here, who is a goalkeeper. Yes, I know we have Mark Travers, but I wonder how high the ceiling for Mark Travers is. I know that there are other goalkeepers out there with much higher potentials. I'm hoping dynamic potential means Mark Travers could go all the way up to a bloody 90-something, but I doubt it. I just wonder if maybe it should be time to go for a slightly higher rated goalkeeper, because our backup goalkeeper is only 70, for example, and that's Schofield, who, yes, we are training, but again, I wonder how much further he can go. We have Luis Maximiano here, who is one option for us, and we've also got Alexander Nubel, if that is how you would pronounce it. 2 goalkeepers here who are both available on pre-contracts. I wonder, should we go for one of those two? We've also, by the way, got Jonathan Ikone, who is 82 overall and, only 23 years of age, so he's only just turned 23. Brilliant timing for me to get him on a pre-contract. I do like his pace and his agility, clearly. Ball control and dribbling looks pretty decent too, along with the rest of his technical stats. So I think he could be good for us, but the only reason I'm looking at getting a right winger in is because obviously we have got Takefusa Kubo, sadly, leaving us, unfortunately, next season because he will be going back on loan to Real Madrid, and he's going to cost us an arm and a leg to get back. It might be so hard for us to get him. I could try to loan him back again once he's gone, but I don't know what the chances are. We could go and grab a right winger to join us at the beginning of next season, right when we lose Kubo. That man could be a Kone if you want me to go for him. Or we have another guy here, Harvey Elliott. I found he's 74 overall, 18 years of age. So yes, we can't get him on a pre-contract, but he does have a release clause of 19 million when his value is like 33 million. So I wonder if we could maybe, if we have enough cash, do we straight up buy a player, get him in now, and have him integrated into the team? Surely his potential, it's got to be high 80s. I think I know for a fact that it is. He's already grown by quite a fair bit, to be said. And I reckon he could maybe be a decent little pickup for us as well. So there are 4 options there. I mean, I'll let you guys vote. I mean, I might even set up a poll in this YouTube video. It might be popping up right now, for example. And if it's not, then that's just me forgetting or being lazy or whatever. But I'm intrigued to hear what you guys have to say. Do we go for one of the goalkeepers, one of the right wingers? Is there someone else, for example, that you might want me to go for? I'd be intrigued to hear what you have to say. But we're not just leaving it there, though, ladies and gentlemen, because there's also one other bit of business I wanted you to have your say on. And that is this, ladies and gentlemen. You may be noticing, what? More sponsors? What could this possibly be for? I thought we already sorted out all of our sponsors for this season. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that we're halfway through the season, I think it's about time that we introduce a sleeve sponsor, like so many, if not all, other Premier League clubs have a sleeve sponsor. We're the only ones that don't. So it's time we try to get a little bit of, extra revenue in that can definitely help us out. It's not going to be anywhere near as much as a shirt sponsorship, like front of the shirt, prime real estate, off to the side on the sleeves, not as great. So it's going to be a little bit less. It's going to be 5 million, and that is for a 1.5 year deal. So it'll cover us for both this season and the entirety of next season as well. Your options, ladies and gentlemen, are Uber Eats, who are back once again. They couldn't get the front of the shirt, but they want the sleeve. We've got Lamborghini that want to sponsor us on our sleeve, which is absolutely nuts. I mean, there are, yes, some car manufacturers that sponsor plenty of football clubs, but Lamborghini I'm not so sure of. And the other one is Rolex. Rolex also want to be a sponsor too. So you can all pick, once again, 5 million for each and every one of those options for a 1.5 years, this season and next season. Let us know who you want us to be the sleeve sponsor of Masters FC, and I will of course again set up a bit of a poll there too, and just so that way you can't see what everyone's voting for, keep it a surprise, I'll make it a Google form as well. But yeah, like I said, I've been keeping you all as involved as I possibly can in this career mode. You're picking who we're signing, you're submitting charts that I'm going to put in the game, and now I'm getting you to vote for a sleeve sponsor. I mean, it does not stop. We're like 2.5, 3 seasons in, and I continue to get you involved. And yeah, it's the hallmark of this career mode, and I'm super proud of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. Until the next episode, though, my name is Master Bucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you later. Off.